Hello everyone, welcome to part 33 of Laravel 9 series, in which we are creating the multi-vendor e-commerce website. Okay, so we are going to continue working on the categories module, and in this video we are going to work on the edit category, and we are going to manage the category level so that we can add the hierarchy of the categories. We can add the subcategories as well. Okay, so let's straight away go to our categories module categories page here in the admin panel, and here you can see that we able to add one more category with the help of the add category form that we have created in the last video. This is the form that for the adding the new category. Okay, so right now we can just add the category to the main category, to the main level. Okay, so that is the upper level whose parent who does not have any parent category. Okay, parent category is itself the root. So these are the root categories so far that we have added, but now we want to add the subcategory. We want to make the mobiles as the parent category for the other categories. Okay, so for that we want to add the category level. Okay, so for that we need modify here the edit add category forms. Okay, so if we are going to click on the edit category, so there are few issues that we are going to resolve, and will make it functional. Okay, so here you can see that the issue is coming in this one undefined function. Okay, so we are going to check and resolve, and we'll work on this one. Okay, so let's straight away check it out, and we're going to check here in add edit category. Sorry, this is our form. Okay, so here we are going to see that in case of if in case id is coming up here, so at that time card to undefined function admin find this one, we need to sort it out. So here we are missing, we can see here we are missing the model here, so that's why this issue is coming. Okay, so now we can refresh and see now it's fine. Okay, so we need to pre-fill the data. Okay, so this category we need to return this category here, that is going fine, that is fine. So in add edit category we are going to show all the data. Okay, like this one, and right now we are displaying no data, and we are going to check whether we able to get the data here or not. Okay, so what we can do, we able to check the data here. Okay, so let's see if it is coming in array. We can straight away try to debug the data here. So here we are going to check. I think we need to do that JSON decode encode, or one more thing we can do here, we can simply do that. Okay, so data is coming. Okay, here you can see, so the data is coming fine, and the same data we are sending there. Okay, so category data. Okay, so that we are sending there, and one thing we need to make sure here that data is coming in array or object. Okay, that we need to find it out here. So it's fine, data is coming in array. Okay, so we can use this one only here, category name value, Okay, so it must work. Okay, so here we have taken the name. Instead of name, we need to take here the category name, then only it will work. Okay, so now it's fine. Now we can simply remove this one. So now we can check. See, category name is coming fine. Okay, so in the same way we will get the other data as well. Okay, select section. In select section also we are going to get the data here. Okay, so in section we are going to select whatever section is selected at the time, or whatever section is added at the time of adding the section. Okay, so here we are going to add the section. So for that we need to compare with the current section that added. Okay, so here we are going to add value is given, that is fine, and after value here we can add if condition. First one is not empty, or we can also take the is set. Okay, we can take the total category here in section id here inside this one, if that is not empty, and that section id is matched with this one. Okay, section id here I missing square bracket. Okay, equal to section id. Okay, so in this case we are going to select this option. Now we're going to check. See, electronics automatically selected here. Okay, so after that main category. So this one, for this one we need to create another page for that. So that we can call this main category with ajax. Okay, so we can do one thing here. See what I can do here. I will create one div, and inside this one I'm going to include one file, and will give the id to this div, append categories level. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one file here. After going in my folder, htdoc personal ecom9 is my folder name, resources, view, admin, categories. Under categories I'm going to create one new file. Here the command to create touch is the command to create the new file. In Mac you know how to create the file. Okay, if you are in Windows. Okay, so we are going to create the file append underscore categories underscore level dot plate dot php file. Oh, okay, so now we will go inside and we'll open this file. Okay, so here we are going to cut this code. This one we will keep there in separate files so that we can modify this with the help of ajax every time. So we will keep it like this. Okay, so and here we are going to include this one, include. Okay, so we will give the path here admin, and then categories, and then the file name is append underscore categories underscore level. Okay, so this one we are going to call with ajax. Okay, and here we are going to modify this append categories level as well. Okay, so we are going to make it like dynamic. Okay, we need to get the categories here. Okay, so let me do that. So for this one, we are going to do one thing here. Okay, one more, we are going to add here one more array, get categories. Okay, to get all the categories of the section. Okay, so here we will take it like this. So in this we are going to take all the categories that comes under the section, all the parent categories that comes under the section. Okay, so for that we are going to get all the category will come up here along with the subcategories. But first of all we are going to take the categories only. Okay, so after that we are going to take the subcategories as well. Okay, we are going to take the categories. First of all, where uh, parent id is 0, id is 0. Okay, and section id, we are already having the section id here. Okay, section id is coming from this category. Okay, section id dollar category, and its section id. Okay, so we are getting this section id from the category details. Okay, section id, and after that yeah, get, we will get all the categories here. Get, so this one we are going to return and going to use this one and here. Okay, append categories level, we are going to use this one here. So here we are going to add if not empty, if category level not empty here, only then we are going to execute. Okay, so here for each get categories, as dollar category, and for each, and here option value is the category id, and here will come the category name. Okay, so let's check once. I'm going to select here I'm going to select the clothing. Okay, so it is not coming because we have not called with ajax. We need to call all the categories with ajax, but right now we have not called. But here the if like all the categories, mobile does not have any further categories, so that's why it is not coming. Okay, but we need to check it once that empty option is coming. So mobile comes under electronics, but the mobile main category is mobile comes under the main category. Okay, but in any other case we are going to check the other cases as well. Like if we will open this one and this one, and when clothing comes, and clothing also comes under main category, but other categories also we must show here. Okay, so here the category name will come. Okay, now see, now I think the values will come. Okay, now see, now main category, these one. Okay, now I will go, will open the mobile. Okay, under mobile, see, only mobile is accessible. Okay, so like electronics is the main section here, so only electronics categories will come up here. Okay, and if the main section is something else, like if the main section here is the men, then under men whatever categories are there will come up here. Okay, men, women and kids, all the categories that come under clothing, that will come up here. But we also require to show the subcategories as well, and for that we need to create another function, another relation, in fact. Okay, we need to add the subcategories relation. Okay, so that thing we are going to do. So we are going to add one more relation here. Okay, so let's open the category model. Sorry, let's open the category model here, category model, and create one more relation here, public function subcategory relations, subcategories. So every category can have the many subcategories, so we are going to create the has many relation here. Has many categories. So for that we are going to add the models category once again as many category. Okay, so here we are going to add the parent id. Okay, where status is 1. Only the categories that is having status 1 we are going to show those. Okay, where status 1. Okay, so this one subcategories we are going to select from, we are going to add here. Okay, to get from the subcategories. Okay, to get from the category and from there from the subcategories. Okay, so we are going to use here with. Okay, so let's check now. So main category is like this. So we are going to check mobiles. So we are going to add one more under mobiles, then we are going to have more clarity about this one. Okay, so more clarity about the category level, because we want to add these categories level, subcategory level also to the append categories. Here also we are going to add the subcategory level here. Okay, right now it is showing only the main categories, but we are not showing the subcategory level. So here we want to show the subcategory level as well. So first of all we are going to check this one, main category. If the category comes under the main category, then we are going to select this one. So if the parent id of the category is 0, then we are going to select this. Okay, so for this we are going to add the if condition here. If is set, we are going to take the is set dollar category parent id, if in case the parent id is coming, and parent id is equal to and parent id is equal to 0. Okay, so we are going to select this one, so it means that it is the main category. Okay, so here and if, so one is this condition, and after that we are going to select this category. If the category id is this one, if the parent id is this one, this value, if the parent id matches with this one, then we are going to select this one. Okay, so the same condition we are going to add here, and I'm going to add here like this. So if the category parent id, okay, is set, okay, parent id equal to with this one, category id is matching with this one, then we are going to select this one. Okay, so after that if in case if in case subcategory exists. Okay, so what we can do here, we can just simply use this subcategories here. Okay, that comes under the category. Okay, so here we are going to add the another if condition, and that will work in the same way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just copy this one and we'll put this one under here. Okay, like this. Okay, so just it will work fine. So here if the category level is the category, and under that what will come under that, these subcategories will come. Okay, if this one is not empty, then I am going to take this one here in for each condition if it is not empty. Okay, so I will going to take this subcategory. After that subcategory we will make it subcategory. Okay, so subcategory we are going to use everywhere. Okay, option value subcategory here, and if this one parent id, if parent id is equal to this subcategory, then we are going to select this one. Okay, so here also subcategory will come up like this. Okay, so now we are going to check it. Okay, so there is some issue has come up here, maybe some syntax error. Okay, so we need to check where is set. Okay, everywhere. Okay, so we forgot to close this one, here as well, here as well. Okay, so let's check it. Still there is some issue, and for each, and after that there is and if. Okay, so now it seems to be fine. Refresh it. Now it seems to be fine. Okay, so now we are going to check its level. Okay, so it's under the main category. Mobile so far is under the main category, that's why. So one more category we're going to add, so that okay, we can able to show the correct one. Okay, smartphone we are going to add under the electronics, and with here all the electronics category must come up. We want to select here the mobiles, but mobiles are not coming because we have not selected these append categories. We need to select with the ajax. We need to show up all the that electronics categories here. Okay, so that is possible with the help of ajax. Okay, so we need to open the custom.js, and here one ajax script we are required to add. Okay, so that we can we can append the categories level. Okay, so here one script you can add here, append categories level, and here like if we are selecting the section id, change, if we are changing the section id. Okay, function here. Okay, so here section id, going to take the section id here, download this dot value. First of all we are going to check whether we able to get the section id here. Here like if we select electronics, so two section id is coming, so that is fine. Okay, always debug your code side by side. Okay, to save the time. So we are going to use the ajax here. Under ajax we are going to use the type as get. Okay, and url, this route we are going to create in our next step. URL admin, under admin we are going to create this route under admin. Okay, URL admin, and append categories level. Okay, so here after that we are going to have data, section id, okay, after section id success function, then error function. Okay, so this one, see, we are going to append. There we have the id append categories level. Okay, that id we are going to use here, append categories level. See, this one we have also done in advanced e-commerce series. The users who followed the advanced e-commerce series will uh, find it easier. Okay, so always follow that series so that everything looks easy. Step by step is always a good thing to follow. Okay, so now uh, we are going to check out. So this one append categories level we are going to create in web. Okay, so here we are going to create the post route here. Okay, in fact we are going to create the get route. Okay, custom.js, yeah, get route we are going to create here, route get append categories level. Category controller append category level. Okay, so this function we are going to create this function under category controller. Okay, so after added category we are going to create this function here, public function append categories level. Okay, so inside this function we are going to take a request or a request. Okay, and after that post method. Okay, to save time I'm doing like this. Okay, so all the data will come up here. We can check it as well, but we don't have that much time. I will straight away use that get categories in the same way like we have used here. Okay, so this one I think we can able to use there as well. Only the section id will come up there, that we're going to use that section id. Okay, and rest of these things will remain same. So simply use that. Only the section id will come in dollar data section id, parent id will be 0. Okay, subcategories also we are using here, and we are going to return in the same way like we are using this one. So I will just simply copy and get I can also convert this one to the to array. Okay, so here also see, this one is not required, only get categories required, and edit categories, but here admin categories, here we are required append categories level, append categories level, because we need to fill up that append categories level. Here it is required. Okay, so now refresh here. So we are going to want to add the smartphones under electronics, and see some error has come up. Okay, so let's see, let's check in console for the error. Okay, so let's once again select something like clothing, and we are going to, okay, so I think that errors is something we need to use that CSRF token error, maybe this one. Okay, so what we can do, we can use this header token check as well under $ajax. Okay, so that maybe resolve this error. So refresh this one like we have done earlier as well. So now we can try once again. So let's check it, like if I'm going to select electronics, again the error is coming up, and I think this is something else. Not found HTTP exception. so maybe it not able to find this route. And append categories level get route, it is so it's come under, so spelling I think is incorrect, append. Okay, I think the spellings are incorrect. Okay, now it seems to be fine. So it not able to find the route, so that's why maybe. Okay, so now we are going to select once again. I'm going to select electronics. Now this time it seems to be fine. Let's see the where is the category level is missing. Let's select once again electronics. It is gone away. Check out the issue. What issue is exactly? Select category level, we able to append the categories level here. Okay, we can alert this response as well. Okay, yeah, nothing is coming, nothing is coming, so we need to check it, that what is the issue exactly. Get categories, we are returning in a proper way or not. Get categories, okay, to array, so admin dot categories append categories level with compact get categories. Seems to be fine, but here what is the issue, we need to check here as well. Okay, maybe the section id is having some issue. Yeah, nothing is coming here as well, so we need to check it out. Category with subcategories where parent id is 0, section id is $data, section id get to array. We need to debug our code like this. See, section id is also not coming, so that's why. Okay, append category level is not working at all, because here we have used the post method. So for the quicker things I just made the silly mistake, I think. Okay, so ajax is required there, I just copy paste the code and that creates the trouble for me. Okay, sometime it happens, we want to save the time but something else comes. Okay, so now it seems to be fine. Okay, so we need to remove now the debugging. Okay, so don't do these silly mistakes at your end. Okay, okay, now we can check here. I'm going to select the electronics and it must get fill up. Okay, now it is coming fine. So what I can do, I can remove that alert as well, and now it must show all the categories and subcategories. And if we will select the clothing and see men, women and kids are coming, and if we will select the electronics, then only mobile is coming, and if we will select the appliances, then there is no category, only the main category is there. Okay, so now I want to add the category under the mobile. I want to add the smartphones under the electronics under the mobile category. Okay, so here I can give the 10% smartphones. Okay, and I can use the smartphones here, and the same smartphones and submit. Okay, so the smartphones have been added under the mobiles as the parent category. Parent category is mobile here, and smartphones is added under the parent category, and its section is electronics. Okay, so if you will going to check this one, you can check here. The mobile and smartphones are here, but we need to do one more thing here. We need to separate, we need to separately show, so that we able to identify which one are the subcategories and which one are the categories. Okay, so here after this one I think option value, and we are going to do one thing, and NBSP. After that there is another sky code of giving that AQUO, then NBSP once again. So now it seems to be fine. See mobiles, then mobiles, after that smartphones. Okay, and okay, so and if we will select the clothing, and clothing is having men, women and categories, but they don't have other any other. So main category is the root. Okay, so main category is the root, and also see if the smartphones are coming here, we need to select here the mobiles, because the mobile is the main category of the smartphone, but we not able to select this one. So we need to check here that why we are not able to select this one, because here this subcategory must come up, and here also subcategory, then it must be matching, and we are going to show here. No, still it is not coming. What we can do here, we can simply check parent id is 4. Okay, smartphone and parent id is 4 this time. So we need to check whether the id is which id is here. Okay, so if we will take this id, parent id, then what it comes here. So for that is fine. For we are required to match this subcategory parent id and this one also subcategory id. And this one is the 5. Okay, so we need to check this, and here see we need to open the 5 is the smartphone category is 5, so we need to select here the fourth one. Okay, so here we can't able to select the main category, that is the mobile. We need to select here the mobiles, and mobile is not coming here because here seems to be one issue, and issue is we are using the category here as array. You can see we are returning the category, but here also we are using the category inside for each loop. Okay, so this one is wrong. One category we are getting from there and one we are using here. Okay, so here we need to change this one to something like the main category. Okay, or we can use as the parent category. Okay, anything we can use here. We can use the parent category as well. Okay, so that now we can make the change here. This parent id, then parent category, then here also comes up the parent category, and here we are going to is not parent category, not empty, this one, and now it seems to be fine. Okay, so now we can refresh and we can see mobile as the parent category. Okay, you can see the mobile automatically selected. Okay, because mobile smartphone comes under the mobile, that's why. Okay, so now see every time if you are going to add the new category here. Okay, from here, if you are going to add the new category, then complete hierarchy will come up. Okay, if you will select if you're going to select the electronics, then under electronics you are going to see the complete hierarchy. But here comes some other issue now. This time we need to check it once, that what's the issue exactly. Like, click on clothing, error is coming, and here undefined variable category. Okay, we are going to check it out in line 7. Yeah, still we are using here category. We need to make it the parent category. Okay, so now we are going to check it once again. So if we will select here section as clothing, here you can get men, women and kids. And if we're going to select the electronics, here we get the mobile, and under that mobile, smartphone is also there as the subcategory. Okay, so you can add any number of levels for the categories. Okay, so now it seems to be fine. Okay, so now we are going to add a few more here. Like, we are going to add t-shirts and shirts under men, so that we will come to know that there is no issue. T-shirts under clothing section, and see, once you will select the clothing, all clothing categories will come in category level. From where you are going to select the category level, that will come as men. Under men we are going to add this one, so we will not keep anything. And category description here, so we are going to miss this field as well. Okay, and if you miss, we need to check it that if you miss and still the validations also we are going to add with that, we are going to add in next video. But here, see, we are going to add here t-shirts. Okay, in small t-shirts. Okay, and same we are going to add for the title, description and keyword, then submit. Okay, so category discount is also required. Okay, so category discount cannot be null. And okay, for this one we can simply add here the condition, like if the category discount is not coming, then we can here add here, like, if dollar if is set if category discount is equal to empty, then we are going to add 0 in category discount. Okay, so now we can add again once again t-shirts under clothing, under men. No, we are not going to give, add something, anything you want to add. T-shirts, 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 submit. Okay, now it's fine, t-shirts have been added. And if you are going to edit, you are going to check that t-shirt comes under men. Okay, so men automatically come up here. Okay, so refresh, men must be here. Okay, so men is here, it's coming in light. Okay, so so that's fine. So we are going to continue working on the add edit category functionality, and we're going to provide the validation in the next video. And image also, we're going to show the image here, and with the delete button, if you want to delete the category image, you can also do that. And the validations are important that we are going to add, and after that we are going to work on the delete feature for the category as well. Okay, so stay tuned for that. That's all for now.